We are live. It's so late. 444. Oh, I see. Let me just add Zay to it. How do I request people? Add viewers to be in your. I've never done this before. Okay, invite. Interesting. Waiting for my life partner, my lifestylist to get on. We're gonna talk to the people. There she go. That was quick. Yeah, invite. Boom. Is that add? Hey, that was the
Hey, that was
quickest
the
I've ever
quickest
done
I've
that.
ever done that.
Sounds
Wow.
like
Wow. Whoop.
Can you see me?
Can you see me?
I can see you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is it
So
good?
Is
how
it good?
now you gotta introduce us, babe.
Cool.
Cool.
Because I can't
Because
see
I
my
can't see
face.
my face.
But anyways, let's
Really?
let's let's get it
Well, how,
started.
what do you see though?
No, I see that. I
No,
see you
I
in
see
full,
you. But
but I see
I
half of
see
me,
half of me,
half of my
Oh,
face.
half of my face.
well, I mean, I see pretty much your whole head.
Never mind then.
Never
That's
mind
cool.
then. That's cool.
Let's get it
Let's
started.
get it started.
Okay, let's go.
So
So,
hello,
hello,
Facebook Live
Facebook
and every
and
other
every
social
other
media
social media
page
page
that we're gonna be on
that we're
after.
going to be on.
We are the
We are the
lifestyles.
lifestyles.
My name is
My
Devan
name is
Edwards.
Devan
This
Edwards.
is my
This is
lovely
my
life
lovely
partner,
life
Miss
partner,
Prayler.
Miss Prayler.
And yeah,
And
we are
yeah,
the
we are the
lifestylists.
lifestylists.
And what do we
And
do?
what do
We
we do? We
empower
empower
others
others
to create a
to create
life
a
of
life for freedom.
So today's
So
topic
today's topic
is
is
do what
do
you
what
love
you love
and not what you
and
hate.
what you hate.
But before we
But
get
before
into
we
it,
get into it,
if you
if
missed
you
our
missed
last
our
week's
last week's
episode on the
episode
lifestyle,
on the lifestyle
on the power of
on the power of
communication,
communication,
I would like you to
I
go
would
check
like you
that
to go
out
check that out
afterwards
afterwards
because that was very
because that was
powerful.
very
Or
powerful. Or
more easier,
more
you can go
easier,
to my
you can go
YouTube
to my
channel,
YouTube channel,
Devan Edwards.
Devan Edwards.
That's my YouTube channel,
That's my
Devan
YouTube channel,
Edwards.
Devan Edwards.
Type in the power of
Type in the power of
communication and you'll
communication,
find it.
and you'll find it.
But without
But
further
without
goodbyes or
further
anything
goodbyes or
else,
anything else,
let's get started.
let's get
Ready, babe?
started. Ready, babe?
I'm ready.
Okay, so
Okay, so
do what you
do
love
what
and
you
not
love
what
and
you
not
hate. What does
what
that
you
mean
hate.
to
What
you?
does that mean to you, babe?
Well, the reason why this subject was brought up, for those of you who may or may not know, I recently got off of active duty of the United States Air Force. And, when you are in the military, they train you, they give you a job and they train you on that job and you have a skill set. Um, One thing for me, I'm a certified respiratory therapist. But and I'm very grateful for the job and everything, but I really feel like it's not for me. So, after I got out of the military, I kept up all my certs and stuff while I was in the military. But then when I got out of the military, one of the deciding factors of me getting out at 8 years was because I wanted to switch career fields, but I wasn't allowed to on multiple attempts for whatever reason. So I decided, well, I wanted to get out and do what I wanted to do. But I still hold this credential. And I got another letter in the mail recently, and it was talking about, I needed to pay fees to, and like submit all my credits and everything to show that I'm going to continue holding the certification. And a part of me, I mean, I'm so grateful for the opportunity that I had, and I'm so blessed to have the skills and like learning all the things that I did learn while I was in the military, and with the training that came with that skill set. But I just know, like, from my heart, like in my heart, that's just something that I don't ever want to do again. Like doing that job, it's just not for me. It's not good or bad. It literally just isn't for me. Um, so, like I said, I received another letter in the mail because I've just been putting them in a pile on my desk, so they all sitting there.
Mhm.
And then I've talked to the van about it multiple times, like I don't want to do this. Like, should I just? Because they always say, oh, and like everybody I know ever, they always say, you always want to have a stable plan B. You always want to have a backup and stuff like that. But I will say, I've always been a little different. I am a little rebellious child. So I never really do what the masses do. Not saying that it's good or bad. I'm just saying I honestly really do the opposite of everybody else always. But I just know like who I am and what I believe and everything. That I'm like, why do if I know I don't like it and I hate it, like it's not like it kind of sounds bad because like my job literally is saving people's life, and it just sounds so bad whenever I say I really just didn't like it, but it just was a lot, like because you can't save everybody and people just die all the time, like it becomes emotionally overwhelming some after a long time doing it, especially if my natural instinct is more so like business versus like caregiver. Like I don't know. I don't know how else to put it to make it not sound so bad. I don't think it's bad, but but I just know some people be like, oh, I can't believe you said that. But whatever.
It's not bad.
It's not bad, though, is it?
But yeah. So I personally believe like we should like live and just be happy. Like I feel like why are you living in misery, living unhappily, like preparing for something. I mean, obviously, you do want to have plans and always, have yourself taken care of. But why are you? Well, I'm talking for me. Like, it didn't make sense for me to have a credential to use just in case my goals and my plans don't go. I feel like there are millions of other jobs and opportunity or whatever, not even jobs, but just like other opportunities out there if I really need it when the time comes, if necessary. So I already knew like in my heart before even speaking with the van about it, as far as like not recertifying the credential. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. That's just how it's so done. I'm with it. but so I already knew that within myself, cause I always tell people like, be happy, like live your life, like you don't have to live any path that's already been written. Like, do what's good for you. Like I already know that, I believe that. So I did not ask the van, and I was like, babe, do I have to recertify? Like it's telling me because in the military, like whenever it's time for your credentials, they're about to be up. They pretty much be like, hey, go ahead and make sure you pay the fees. You better keep your credentials up, like you have to because you're working. And then so I guess like kind of still like deprogramming myself from having that having been told what to do, like for the first time really in my life. I kind of wanted his outside perspective to tell me what I already wanted him to tell me, but I feel like he would have told me regardless. So he knows how unhappy I was in the military, and he knows like that I really did not like the job, just didn't satisfy me. So he was like, pretty much having. Do you want to say what what your train of thought was of when I asked you the question?
Well,
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
So like,
So
the fact that
the
because
fact that
like
because like
not only have
not
I
only have I
like
like
experienced like
experienced like
different levels of
different
life,
levels of life,
and
and
through that you
through that you
found what you
found what
love,
you love,
and
and
this thing that
this
just
thing
came
that just
up
came up
when you
when
told me,
you told me,
immediately I was
immediately
like,
I was like,
this is not in
this is not in
alignment
alignment
with what you
with what
told
you
me that you
told me
want
that you
out of
want
life.
out of life.
Yeah.
And
And
I didn't have to
I
second
didn't have to
guess
second guess
what my answer
my
was.
answer was.
It was
It
straight.
was
It was
straight.
a no.
It was a no.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could have gave
I could have gave
reasons.
reasons.
The reasons
Reasons would have
been
been
multiple, but
multiple, but
I didn't really
I
have
didn't
to.
really have to.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like holding that credential would be so different from where I'm trying to go. And I feel like even for me, I have to put myself, the way I'm wired, I have to put myself in extreme situations in order to sometimes motivate myself and make myself like achieve like the things that I want. And I feel like if I have that as a backup plan, for me, I would be distracted and not focused. And also, like getting like recertifying, like I have to, take all these continuing education. Like I don't know, I don't know, like I would have to like get back into that mindset and into that study mode and training in order to recertify. You know what I mean? So it would be a distraction from the path of that I'm going for, and like taking away time and energy and effort for all the things that I'm working on right now on a personal life. So it would just personally, I just felt like it would be like doing something that I don't like instead of doing what I love and doing what I'm doing and keep building on that and giving all my all and my energy and focus on that. I would be taking time to do something as a backup plan just in case something may or may not happen, even though there are many, many, many opportunities out in the world. So that just didn't make sense. But anyways, we say all that to say, and then like, I already knew the answer, and then so I was talking to, shout out to Mama Jones. I was talking to this lady who I love and I adore and appreciate so much. I just love her, and I was just talking to her, and I was like, okay. Like, cause I didn't know which way she was gonna come. At first she was like, well, you know, the old saying is to, you never know what's gonna happen. But with her knowing me and knowing like where I've been and everything, she pretty much saying the same thing. And she actually gave us the title for this video. Like, it's no need for you to do something and waste energy, time, and focus, money, on something that you hate or good and darn well you're not gonna pursue, anyways. So, because I feel, and I mean, I guess you gotta like figure out on your own. But I know for me, I don't care how bad it get. I don't think I'm going by nobody bedside, and I feel like that's so bad to say out loud, but it's my truth. Like, I do not want to work in a hospital. I do not want to do any intensive care or work in the ER. Like, that's just not for me. Like, I can't. The smell, the I don't know. It's just a lot. It ain't for me. Like, so I love all my nurses, all my doctors, people who really love their job and they do amazing at patient care. I just love y'all so much because I've been there and I always gave my best, and I, always gave my best, and I did my best, and I loved all my patients, but it was a fight, an internal battle. Like, people couldn't tell. Like, I always had like people around me. They'd be like, "Man, I didn't even know you didn't like your job." But it was like I already knew like taking care of somebody's life is very important. But I just know in the inside like there was something else that I wanted to do. So I'm pursuing that versus doing things that could be a good plan B. But I just don't want to live my life on a safety net doing plan B. I feel like I talked a lot. Anyways, what does that mean to you?
Just even to like veg you back on that. It's like with the love and hate aspect of that, you find that when you're kind of pursuing something love, like a natural trait is to be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And when you hate something, you're being uncomfortable with doing something that isn't uncomfortable. So it's a funny dynamic. But for example, it's I don't even know what time. It's not 5 a.m. morning. I've been up for 24 hours because I'm doing what I love.
Yeah.
Like I'm speaking to the woman of my life. And even before that, I was studying like hidden areas of health and spirituality because I love that. And because I have the time to do that, time freedom to do it. I'm building my businesses because I love doing it. And it may be uncomfortable, but I'm comfortable with that. And when you get to that space, then you have more room to grow. You have more room to share your story and encourage others to do the same. And again, the more you do, the more you realize you can do. And I remember you saying that. And it's just a message to everyone else. When you pursue more of what you want to do, you then get closer to what you love, and you just keep doing that because you realize that you can do more of that, and there is a possibility. You don't have to be stuck all your life doing like that's not fulfilling. You don't want to live a life where because that's
Facts.
you're just gonna end up recycling these
No,
But yeah,
seriously, 'cause I think like even with this whole COVID thing that happened, if I wouldn't have gotten out of the military when I got out, like if I would have re-enlisted, I would be stuck, still, still in a place I don't want to be, around people who, and like just doing things in a mix of all this chaos, like that I don't want to do. So I literally, whenever I'm like certain on myself, I guess that's my message I'm trying to share is, you know what you want on the inside. And I mean, life, there's no do-overs, but you can always like reposition yourself. So I feel like, I mean, I'm glad. Like I make a lot of great decisions. I don't know where they come from. I just do what comes to my mind, what I like to do, and what I want to do. And I feel like because I walk in my truth and in my purpose, like things always work out in my favor. Like okay, I made the okay. For example, like when I left high school, I knew I wasn't ready to go to college because I did not want to go to school, acquire a whole bunch of debt just to get a degree that I did not really want. Like I didn't know what I wanted at 17, so I didn't think it was a good idea for me to go acquire debt to get a degree in something that I didn't really, or I didn't know that I wanted to do, just to say I was going to college because everybody was going to college. So I joined the military. And then when I joined the military, I found out real quick, oh, this ain't for me either. And then I guess it's because of my energy, whatever, I attracted my business opportunity. And since then, I mean, yeah, it's been up and down. It's been up and down. I will say that, but it's very in alignment with who I am and who I want to be. And then whenever even though I don't know if I was ready or not, but I just knew I needed to get out the military, and I got out the military, and now this crazy stuff is happening, but I'm still getting paid weekly, so like I'm not really like, in a bad space. Like, I mean, I guess I am in a position to where I know I need to do and give more. I'm not saying like I'm, all that, but I'm just saying like we have to like do what's true to us and not what everybody else is doing, and then also not. I feel like the world is changing, and we can't go off. I'm not saying like everything, but the things that like you know like other generations have done, I don't know if it's 100% relevant and necessary for what we're doing like now in 2020. I mean, the schooling system is about to change. The economy is changing. Well, it always goes around and around, but jobs are like the way they're positioned and structured. They're about to change. So it's like life is changing. The way we just everything.
It's true.
And it's like
From the
it's
19th.
funny
It's funny
because
because
this
it's
quarantine life,
quarantine life now.
Yeah.
like
Like,
yeah, again, there's
there's
like a
like a
economic
economic
migration.
migration.
There's a lot of
There's a
change
lot of
going
change
on,
going on,
but
but
for the
for
people that
the
don't have
people that don't have
goals
goals
or forgot
or
about their
forgot
goals,
about their goals,
we're going to be
we're going to
given
be
goals,
given goals,
whether you
Yeah.
like
whether
it
you
or not.
like it or not.
So
So
I would
I would
recommend
recommend
that we
that we
really
really
take the time to
take the
tap
time to
into
tap into
our inner
our inner
knowing.
knowing.
Like
Like
ask ourselves,
ourselves,
because the question is
because the
to
question is to
when
ask,
we
when
ask
we
ourselves,
ask ourselves, like,
what do I
what
like
do
to
I
do? What do
like
I
to
really
what I
like to
really
do?
like to do?
And then
And
how
then
can I
how can I
monetize from
monetize
what I
from
like to
what
do?
I like to do?
How can
How can
I have
how can I
fun
have
doing what I
fun
like to
doing
do?
what I like to do?
How can
How can I
relearn to
relearn
love
to love
doing what I like
doing
to
what
do?
I like to do?
Because
Because
again,
again, like
we haven't really
we
given
haven't really
ourselves
given ourselves
this time to
time
like
to like
really
really
heal.
heal.
And because
Because
the
the
pace of the world has
the world
slowed
has
down,
slowed down,
so we
so
can
we
do that.
can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're
Because
getting to
we're
a
getting
time
to a
where
time where
if you're not
if
doing
you're
what
not
you
doing what
love,
you love,
you're gonna
you're gonna
it's
it's
kind of sad, but
kind of sad, but
you're gonna get
you get
lost in the
lost in
source,
the source,
lost in the source of
the source of
society,
society,
and it's
and
not
it's
necessarily
not
pretty.
really pretty.
But
But
yeah,
like
love is the
love
way.
is the way.
I think it's gonna have to be a part two. I don't know if you want to share an experience with you, or if you're okay with kind of sharing your thoughts. Because I feel like this video is getting
No
kind
wait,
of long.
how many minutes has it been?
I don't know.
Was it meant to be?
It's been 22 minutes.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Do you have anything? I mean, I pretty much got everything out. That was kind of good to free. So all in all, like when I get home, when I get home, I'm literally gonna rip up that freaking letter. I'm literally gonna rip it up in half because they keep sending me reminders like, "Hey, you have this much time before your credential expire." But I'm just so excited. I'm so excited to rip that thing up and not have to carry it in my wallet anymore. I'm so
Hey.
happy. But I do want to give a shout out to the band. Like literally, it's like what 4 or 5 o'clock over there, and every Friday we said we were gonna bring you a live of us just talking about something. And he literally is up, even though it's like Saturday morning, 4 or 5 o'clock for him. It's like probably midnight now for me, Saturday morning. But we did it at 11, technically 11 something. But so he stayed up just to make sure y'all got y'all's content. So shout out to him for doing things he loved and not things he didn't want to do.
Even though it was uncomfortable.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, because imagine sitting up for more than 24 hours and then going live and having to pull from your brain. Yeah. But anyways, y'all hear Miss Jones. Your passion will push you, she said. If your passion doesn't push you, it's not for you to do, honestly. That's what Mama Jones said. That's why I listen to her. So anyways,
Tell him in the back.
I hope you found this of value. If you did, definitely go ahead. First of all, comment your thoughts on that. Drop comments below, if you found this of value, and I'll definitely share. Like if you know somebody who may, or just to share, because I felt like this was a very real, very people may be thinking about this. So definitely share, tag a friend, and definitely show us some love by hitting the heart button. So we'll definitely talk to y'all soon next Friday.
No doubt.
Next Friday.
All right, we'll talk to y'all later.
All right, take care, everyone. Just remember, with your life status, empowering others, creating life.
Total freedom.
This is Divine Edwards, Xavier's Perlo. Thank you.
Freedom.
See you next week.